Hey everyone, welcome back to Toko's Reviews, and today we're going to be talking about the PlayStation 5. As you can see here, today was the launch date. I got mine this morning and we're going to definitely go through it. We're going to do a quick unboxing and then we're going to jump into some detail. Unfortunately, I didn't get the Xbox Series X, which I wanted to. There's a delay on mine for some apparent reason. I don't know what's going on, but I will be getting mine on the 17th. From bestbuy.com. But since I have my PC here and I have the monstrous crazy RTX 3090 FE edition in there, I might just do a comparison of these two versus that because I didn't get my Xbox Series X. But on the 17th, yes, I will get it. But as for now, we're going to do a quick unboxing and then we're going to jump into the specs and then we're going to do some comparison to my PC. And we'll go from there. Check it out. Alright guys, so here's the unboxing of the PlayStation 5. But just before we jump into that, I did get some extra controllers, and I got the little Sony PlayStation HD cam. This is a very good camera and some cool features that it offers within the system, which we'll talk about later. And this is the Spider-Man Miles Morales. So, and then you got Assassin's Creed Valhalla. This is an Ultimate Edition, so this is going to be pretty cool. Anyway, so let's jump into the unboxing. Let's put these guys here. Guys, this is insane. So this is one thing that I thought that this was a new renovation by Sony. This controller is insane, and you know, just the design alone, you can tell that Sony took their time on this. And this feels different than the old PlayStation 4 controller. This is a very good feel on this controller, and I can probably use this all day for gaming. But here's some cool stuff that I wanted to show you. There's an actual when you go here, as you see that right there, we can wiggle it, right? You can wiggle it. There's like a detent right there, it stops. But if you press more, check this out. Watch. See that? Is that cool or what? That's from all just pressing all the way down. And the next one is the touchpad. And you guys know they did it with the PlayStation 4, but this is even better. Check this out. Like every corner. That's insane, guys. A little hard for you. That's pretty cool. The next one is this. You can literally hear these little things in there. These little, you know, whatever they are. So check this out. I can hear them in there. Like there's you know, the little. This is insane. I mean, look at the motion on this thing. This is just crazy. Like I can hear the little things in here. That's interesting. And check this out. This has a built-in microphone. Those of you that didn't know, this literally has a built-in microphone. Hello. Check, you see that? Inside the controller right there, there's a built-in microphone. Is that crazy or what? This is the best controller I've ever messed with in my life. You know, with all hands down. So watch. Hey, 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 hey. Does anyone hear me? All right, guys, are you getting this? Hey, hey, hey. Hey, dude, anyone there? That is insane. Okay, let's see here. What else can it do? It's just getting better from here. I don't know what to say. But I can't wait to get the Xbox Series X though. Wow. What a introduction. What a introduction. Okay, now this is weird, guys. I mean, check that out. Okay. So show me to swipe up my... Oh, what the? What the? Did you just see that guy come out? Okay. Oh, wow. Come on, bro. This is like next gen type of stuff, right? Wow, this is some next gen type of stuff. Alright guys, well, you know, I don't know what to say. I'm just speechless right now. This is the most insane controller that I ever seen in my life. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, check out that. You jump. That is amazing, man. That is amazing. Okay, I'm gonna okay, is this real? So I'm gonna zip it. I'm gonna zip. This is just insane. Guys, you see this motion control? So just hold down, let go. I do not know. I guess we'll... Oh, so go all the way. Oh, okay. So that's the second detail I was telling you. So you can wiggle here, but then there's the other one that literally just makes it go. Right? Oh God! Look at that. Wow, guys, enough of this. I'm just gonna have a blast. This is just insane. And right now, I think what I'm gonna do is jump into the specs. Enough of this, because it's making me just want to play all night. Okay, guys, just before we jump into the spec, I just wanted to point this out. This is crazy. Going from the PlayStation 4 controller to the PlayStation 5 controller. This thing was re-innovated from the ground on up. You can tell because the way the controller looks, it is insane. It's like something from outer space. And just playing with it, it felt very good on my hands. And as you guys can see in the video earlier when I was playing games, this controller literally adapts. Also, I just wanted to point out one thing. Thank you, Sony, for actually installing the USB-C port on the new controller and just thinking out of the box. You guys did a very good job. I personally like it, and this is one of those controllers that you can just hold all day and play games and not be fatigued when holding it with your hands. So just looking at the rear, we do have the standard power cable port. We also have a HDMI 2.1, and we have the Ethernet cable. But what makes this interesting is the two USB Type A. These are super speed USB, so they're 10 gigabits per second. And you also got the locking thing there up top. Also, just looking at the front, we have two USB type. We have the USB A, and we also have the USB C, which is also a super speed USB up to 10 gigabits per second. And we also have the PlayStation logo that's actually carved in to the body of the PlayStation 5. Also, I just wanted to mention that the PlayStation 5 does come with the new and improved Blu-ray with some pretty cool tricks to HDR resolution. So the other thing I wanted to mention was if you do get the PlayStation 5, get some extra accessories. There's the camera, also the wireless headset from Sony, and it's a must, get an extra controller. Believe me guys, it is truly worth it. Even though, as I mentioned before, the PlayStation 5 with that little dot right there facing you when holding the controller does have a built-in mic. I'm not sure if that's going to be used for gaming, or you can talk to other people while you're gaming, but that would be pretty interesting if Sony did that. But I assume that's what it's for. Alright everyone, just before I wrap it up, I just wanted to mention this quick before I finish up with some of the specs. The PlayStation 5 comes in two different consoles. One of the console comes with the DVD Blu-ray player. The other one is the digital edition. And both share the same specs. The only difference with the digital one, it doesn't come with the Blu-ray player. Maybe that's something that's probably worth $100 more if you want to invest in that. And if you don't have Blu-ray DVDs, then just go ahead and just get the digital one. That will work fine, because the spec on that console is the same as the standard one with the DVD Blu-ray player. And just before I wrap up, this is the spec on the PlayStation 5. It is the same on the digital version too. The PlayStation 5 has a CPU 8x Zen 2 cores at 3.5 gigahertz with variable frequency. And also the GPU has a 10.28 teraflops with 36 compute units at 2.23 gigahertz. That is pretty fast. And the RAM is 16 gigabyte GDDR6, 256-bit. And the internal storage is a custom 825 gigabyte SSD, expandable up to NVMe. If those of you that want to expand to a faster NVMe SSD. And you also have the optical drive of 4K UHD Blu-ray, which is pretty cool. So that's the spec for that. And keep in mind guys, when they talk about a frequency being variable, that means that the GPU can clock up automatically by itself depending on the demand of the game, or whatever you're playing, which is very important to understand. And that's the same goes for the 8-core Zen 2. It also has a variable frequency depending on the game. So keep in mind that you guys can play on 4K at 820 hertz, and you can also play at 8K at 60 hertz. The PlayStation 5 does support 8K, and I believe with the variable frequency GPU and CPU, that's when it'll be probably clocked at its highest. And I believe the PlayStation 5, if you guys can just look at the chart on the display, I put the Xbox Series X next to the PlayStation 5 in comparison of the hardware, so you guys can see there's really no big difference. The PlayStation 5, it's its own beast, and I can pretty much say that for the Xbox Series X. They're both the same thing. The only difference is that the Xbox Series X is clocked 1% higher versus a 3.5 on the PlayStation 5.
and then on the Xbox Series X is a 3.6. You also notice a difference in the memory bandwidth. Yes, there's a little more speed on the Xbox Series X side for loading, and beside that weird thing that Sony did, giving their PlayStation 5 launch with a 825 gigabyte NVMe SSD versus the 1 terabyte custom NVMe SSD from Microsoft. But other than that, they both have the same thing. They can both run 4K resolution at 120 hertz and also 8K. They're both compatible. I don't have an 8K TV, so I don't know how that looks, but I do have a friend that has one, and I've seen it. And I'm going to tell you guys, with ray tracing enabled, you got to see it to believe it. This is the close that I ever seen to a mediocre PC. I wouldn't say high-end, but a mediocre PC. This is not bad for 500 bucks. But there's something that you guys might want to keep in mind is when you're running a high resolution and especially 8K, the PlayStation 5 is going to get very hot. So I expect you guys to keep that in mind and to put it somewhere where there's a lot of space so it can breathe. Because the last thing you want to do is break your PlayStation 5 due to heat. Heat is the worst enemy of any computer or console component. That will destroy your console. So keep that in mind, guys. I just thought to give you a pro tip advice right there. And also, before I wrap it up, I just want to say this. Thank you guys for always watching Toko's reviews. If you guys have any comments or any questions, please drop it down below, and I'll try to get back to you ASAP. And if you guys like content like this, hit that like button. And if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. You'll be definitely helping me out. And like always, guys, all Fatu from Toko's reviews. Peace.